Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds here at the Comic Shop, Liverpool. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
G'day, that's me.
Minton.
What's up?
Fommy.
Hey! The other Jason.
And Dave.
Did I hear we're looking for a junior, gents?
Oh!
We are looking for a junior team member.
Junior.
To work Saturdays.
Most creative thing you've ever said.
Really?
Well,
Saturdays.
Surprised him.
10 to 4.
Birds of egg.
No experience required. So just email us your resume.
Which makes sense. Look at
Preferably a like of comic books.
Yes. Interest is good.
If
Yes.
you can read up to a 6th grade level, that'd be good.
Yeah, so email us your resume or you could drop it in
Must
store
be
as well.
able to add.
That is Dave.
Hang on.
Okay.
Dave, that's not true.
Dylan does work here.
Okay.
That's what calculators are for.
Yes. Calculators.
Back in boarding experience is a bonus.
No, but if you're counting the number of comics, like if someone wants like
Well, that's counting.
bags and boards for each, yeah, well, it's adding one
Why don't you
and
just quit
one
while you're
and
ahead?
one.
Oh,
Just quit while you're ahead.
I'll
and
stop.
Keep up with those good
I
ideas.
guess reading level and math level at level year 6 level. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Same as Dylan.
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Don't want that Saturday to outshine the rest of the week. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You
Correct.
don't hire your replacement. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get at.
Junior. I
And
just
for-
think
Can't
Gage
be
is like...
overqualified.
And just to clarify for the comic shop in Liverpool. The comic shop in Liverpool. Cool.
Our featured comics this week: Outsiders, issue
Sydney.
1.
Liverpool,
Yeah,
Sydney.
not England.
Not England. Yeah. Governor.
Do you mind?
Wait, oh, we're
So,
trying to
just
spruik
trying to get you not working Saturday, but no worries, Dylan.
Yeah.
The Deviant, issue 1.
Yes, you are.
That's all I got to say. For now.
Wolf.
It's good, but...
Hubba. Oh, that kind of wolf.
No.
We've got 2 very exciting trailers to talk about. Madam Web,
Says you.
What If Season 2.
Says you.
Yeah, they're both pretty shit,
I
right?
didn't watch that one. Some news on casting in the MCU. See how that goes. Invincible Season 2, Episode 3 came out.
Yay!
It was
Fantastic.
Great casting.
Yeah.
crazy.
Best episode yet.
Oh, hell
This
yeah.
season.
Post-credit scenes. Wow.
And Dave, your film Flashback.
Small Soldiers, which I may have like fallen asleep even though I didn't say I would, but
I didn't fall
I
asleep,
have
just
seen it
was
like
bored.
I think multiple times because I remember it like
Yeah.
vividly, you know.
What's the first comic?
Outsiders. Tell us all about it then.
Oh, Kevin Nash.
It's essentially a
Hey,
Hey, yo.
backdoor intro to a new planetary series.
Yeah.
Because that's basically the planetary.
Yeah.
I liked it. Because I just... It's planetary. So I got, you know...
Just saying the word
So
planetary.
Black Batwoman is recruited by
Backdoor Batwoman.
Matt. What's his name? Batman?
Is it Luke Fox?
Luke Fox.
Luke Fox, which is Lucius Fox's
Futures
son,
and Batman. I don't know if it's what it was.
Okay.
who is also a Bat person.
Future State?
Yeah, Future State.
Okay, Future State Batman.
Yeah.
And a new drummer to investigate a little, well, not so little, thing in the Antarctic, I think, that's been is threatening to explode and blow up the world. Yeah.
I thought, like, the concept's cool. I thought some of the dialogue early on, like, when Fox and Batwoman are talking, like, you know, she's like, oh, fuck superheroes. Like, as she's standing there in a superhero costume.
Yeah.
And, like, the selling point is you don't have to wear your fake wig. Yeah, I thought that was a bit... I'm like, Lansing and Kelly, you expect to be better than that. But, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I'll pick up the second issue. But I just want to see how far they go into the whole planetary
Yeah,
stuff.
of course,
'cause,
of course.
You know, you see Jenny Sparks' name and
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like the planetary, so we'll see.
And, like, the whole point is finding hidden things in the multiverse and whatever, exploring the multiverse. My only thing was, like, didn't they just do that? Like, wasn't before Dark
It's not looking.
Crisis, they already had a Justice League doing that? Like, Barry was leading that Justice League with, like, President Superman, and that was sort of doing...
That was just a
the
mini thing. I don't think that was sort of...
No, but it was the same thing. They were all about them. Of course they're not connected, but I'm like, you
was
just did this like a year ago.
Planet Area.
Without the planetary
Area.
connection, I guess.
Yeah.
Planet
I didn't mind the book.
Area.
I like the art as well. So I
Mm.
didn't mind the art.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
Their faces. That drummer's face. Ugh. I think they're trying to make it look old.
Pa rubber bum pa.
Next up, The Deviant. It's not about me.
For me.
By James Tinian IV and art by Joshua Hickson. This was a bit full on. It's about like it flashes back to a current time period and then 40 years ago.
Beautiful Christmas tree in there.
In the 70s, there was like a Santa Claus killer, Deviant killer, he was called. He murdered a couple of teenage boys. He was a mall Santa, and they were like working in the village or whatever, as elves or whatever. And then in the modern day, some reporters interviewing him. He's in prison, and he's quite an interesting character. Calls himself certain words that I won't repeat. And said he loved those boys. But he didn't have sex with them. He just murdered them and took photos of them. It was, wow. A little heavier than I sort of expected. Clearly it's a serial killer book. You know it's going to be dark.
But we've read a lot of serial killer books and you haven't had this kind of reaction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's... and from what you were stating before the podcast around that interview and some of the revelations around not just the person being interviewed, the interviewer.
Yes.
Things that came out about them when they were a child are quite creepy as all hell.
Yeah. In fact, you might find an awakening by finding out
About this guy's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I assume is he going to be the new version of the killer?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was very good.
Merry Christmas.
If you're into that sort of stuff.
It's a big book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few of them this week, actually.
Yeah.
Double-sized books.
Absolutely.
I might pick that up.
Yeah.
I
think
enjoyed
I
it.
think the trade might be a go, to be honest.
Enjoyed may be a weird word, but
Yeah.
I was intrigued
That's a good
and
word.
invested.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like, hang on.
I don't know why you got the tattoo, but yeah, besides that.
I just like Santa Claus.
Such a fear of needles.
Superior Spider-Man. Superior
with you there,
Spider-Man
brother, don't
number
worry.
1.
I read this.
Superior Spider-Man number 1 was just out last week, but that was the return.
Please tell me how much
just 10
Superior
years ago.
Spider-Man do you get in this issue?
A none.
Getting LSD flashbacks.
Zero.
I read this shit, man. What?
There's backup.
Yeah, in the backup, I guess. In the main story, there's
Yeah.
no Superior Spider-Man.
Care?
You didn't read
'Cause-
this?
No, I read this 10 years ago. I'm not reading
Okay.
Superior again.
Last time in the Superior Spider-Man Returns one-shot that led into this was mainly a flashback to when Doc Ock was Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man. He had an assistant, and she got fucked up and got supernova powers, and he locked her in like a box. And then in the modern day in that, he's gone back because he's starting to get some memories from that time back. And he goes back and he sort of lets her out, and she's like, I'm going to kill Spider-Man. She obviously doesn't realise it wasn't the same Spider-Man. And he's like, sweet, sucked in, Parker. So this issue, she's on the loose, and she sees Spider-Man, and she's just kicking the shit out of Spider-Man. And he doesn't know who she is. And at the same time, it's Spider-Man and Spider-Boy, and it's all about, that he used to be the sidekick, but no one remembers, blah, blah, blah. In the backup, he was sidekicking with Superior even, until Superior, I think, was abusing him, and like the other heroes told, you should leave him alone, or whatever. But anyway, I think it was interesting. I'm intrigued. Spoilers, the big reveal is Ock gets the whole memories back. He knows it was Parker that he'd switched places with to be. He knew he was Spider-Man, but he didn't know.
Oh, okay.
He's like, so while I was really Peter Parker. I enjoyed it for the most part, but it's a bit weird because there ain't no Superior Spider-Man in the lead story.
But they're clearly leading towards...
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Spider-Boy shit at the end's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Spider-Boy thing is a bit weird.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
quite
want to
sold
look
on
at this?
But it's Bagley drawing a Spider-Man. I'm pretty sold on
I
that.
can't argue that, but yeah, nah.
Same thing. If this was just a mini, I'd be probably a bit more intrigued. But I think
And it's
It's ongoing.
I think so. It won't last
Wait, so there's
because
no...
they've realised Dan Slott can't write anything else, and his Spider-Man books will sell.
Put him back on She-Hulk so he can put something else together in 20 years' time that is very loosely based on something he wrote 20 years before. I don't see why that's not a great idea. and then get Gage to write it.
Ship him off to DC.
Wow.
I wouldn't want him.
Don't do that. You just make it.
He was
DC version
fantastic.
of
Superior
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was the best comic on the stands in its 30-issue run. But that was 10 years ago, which doesn't feel right.
He'll bring out a Black Spider book. Is that his name, Black Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what was the new... Like, Slipstream or Slide or... you know what I mean?
Was it? No, it wasn't Sideways, was it?
Yeah, Sideways.
Sideways?
Yeah.
That's his name?
Something
Okay.
like that. It was-
Is that a Paul Giamatti movie?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
next up, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thor, Immortal Thor, issue 4. So good. It's putting together Thor Corps.
Yeah.
Core.
It says Corps.
Thor Core.
Oh, cool.
Thor Core.
So Beta Ray Bill,
Root or Route?
Beta Ray Bill, Storm, Jane Foster, and Loki, I guess.
Yeah.
All
Because I need more Thors to fight.
Taranos,
Yes.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And they all touch the hammer. They all get Thorified, I guess. And they've got a minute of residual Thor power after
Yeah.
Thor takes the hammer back to fight Taranos.
I feel like they take up the minute just talking about it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a thing where like they had powers for like a minute, and like there was a timer? Anyway, I don't know.
well, because like Thor, that was all in the old, like the whole Don Blake stuff.
Yeah.
If the hammer was away for it, he would revert to Don Blake. So it's sort of just that,
Interesting.
right? Like,
How long did the hammer have to be away from him to transform? Back into Don Blake. Like he-
wasn't that long? Probably a minute, I guess, roughly,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Because it was a great plot device
Yeah.
for the 60s. Oh no!
Yeah.
That and the stick that turned into the hammer.
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
That was awesome. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize that part. Cool. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic. This book's just moving along really nice and slowly.
Don't know about Storm's
but good.
outfit.
Well, like, cause her being like, it's based off an old thing where Loki tricked her into getting Thor powers and stuff.
Right. Oh, Better Ray Bill.
And the Better Ray Bill was my favourite bit.
Of course.
He was
He's the best.
like a little bit fuck you, Sif.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Yes.
So they followed on from Johnson's.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Pretty much. It's great.
Yeah, like, well, I know we're not what we used to be.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Asgard's my home sort of thing anymore. She's like, oh no, and he's like, whatever.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
Love it.
The last 2 pages were very interesting.
What are the last 2 pages?
Make Mine Marvel.
Yes,
Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
to flick through.
it's the Roxxon Bullman. Has clearly bought Thor's copyright, I think.
Yeah, was that him? Like,
Yeah, because he
He's like
looks
zombie.
different.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because he got stuffed up in Immortal Hulk.
Yeah.
Big time.
oh,
Who's the Roxanne Bullman?
In the...
was Jason Aaron?
No, it was the L. Ewing run of Immortal Hulk that he was. Oh,
But he was in Jason
Yeah.
Aaron Thor,
Thor,
right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like, he took over Broxon
Right,
whatever, and they turned it into like a full
Yeah, it was excellent.
Roxxon sort of power plant town. And he didn't know he was a bull man. He was just a evil CEO man.
Right.
And then he was like a bull man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he have a name?
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
Breaking some fourth walls. I like it.
Because like in Marvel, they've always said that there were comics
Of the characters.
of the characters.
And of course, it would be for him, but yeah, we'll have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, like
call
Fantastic Four, especially, you know, like
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they would sell license their stuff. You know, helps
okay.
fund Reed's project,
Yeah.
blah. And like,
Cool. So actual, like, it makes sense, and they're
Yeah.
talking about licenses and
Yeah,
stuff. Okay,
yeah.
good.
Nice segue.
and like other ones obviously would have just been stolen,
Yeah.
bootleggy stuff. And like Thor would have been like, for sure we can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Thor's not going to come see you. And couldn't, you know.
Yeah,
like,
because you can't. Because
yeah.
Thor existed before you could
Yeah,
copyright
yeah,
it.
100%.
So I don't know how he's going to copyright that.
That's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
But it was very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I own everything. T-shirts, video games, movies, bloody everything. It's I own Thor sort of thing.
I love a
It's
good
cool.
B story because that is
Yeah.
literally a B story. That is so cool.
And out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because like, this has all been obviously the main Elder God stuff,
Yeah.
and then like the Loki stuff in the background.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, bang!
Do you reckon it's going to be something like he's going to own the copyright of the Thor core?
Something like that.
That'd
Maybe.
be awesome.
Start suing Better Ray Bill.
That's so good.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was, it did pop me pretty hard.
I love that Al Ewing's doing great work on other books besides Venom. It's so great to fucking see.
He's doing good work on Venom?
Huh?
He's doing good work on Venom?
And that's what he said.
That's a good...
I know what you meant.
Shut up.
Fantastic Four issue
Been a hard
13.
day.
It has
Read lots
Doctor
of
Doom riding a Doctor Doom dinosaur.
It was great.
And it was very good.
Did you need to buy a couple of copies just
No.
in case like
No.
the pages
One's
stuck
enough.
together or anything?
This run has just been,
Hey,
again,
good
just
aim.
pumping along nicely. It's not phenomenal, but it's just really solid and fun and sciencey.
Like knitting with this comic.
Next issue is the big issue, I think, where we're going to find out what's going on with the Baxter Building's back next month.
Oh, cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, this was
just a fun comic book.
Yeah.
About the Fantastic Four and the Fantastic Four dinosaurs.
it's Fantastic Four dinosaurs. The best bit, spoilers, the two Dooms have obviously teamed
They're
up.
extinct.
Yeah.
And like they're like, no, we're not gonna, because they're gonna split everything
Yeah.
back, to, blah blah blah. And the two Dooms like, no, we're gonna combine the two,
Make everything bigger.
one universe,
Yeah.
one just giant universe. And like the Dooms already kicked their ass, whatever. And so at last second, then the two things go
Through the portal.
to, clearly save the day against the Dooms. And like they win by, so I Doom. Who's gonna be in charge? We'll both be in charge.
Okay.
Oh bullshit!
One of you is going to betray. Like
Yeah.
the real question is, who's going to be first?
Yeah.
And they sort of Dooms think about it for a second and then bang attack each other. It was
It's amazing.
how Doom is.
Yeah.
I like modern Doom where he's
A bit more
Ex-
complex.
complex and 30% hero, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But this is proper classic comic book 60s Doom.
It's so damn cool.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
it's just fun superhero wacky stuff. All right, what Fantastic Four should be. And like the things
Going on there.
are so similar. Like they're saying the same line at the same time because they're thinking the same.
Yeah.
The two bends, sort of thing, whatever. It's just silly.
Yeah.
But entertaining.
Yeah, I was entertained.
Yeah.
That's half of what good comic books are.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I read a comic book. It was good.
Yeah. This run
You did a thing.
it's been good. All right. Next up, for me, you're up. Door to Door, Night to Night, issue 7.
Ah, 2 for the price of 2.
Yeah, this is big boy.
So is this the final issue?
I have no. Oh, no.
Because what if?
No, they're just getting started.
What's
Like,
the next issue?
I don't know because they've come out sporadically. It hasn't been a real like normal month to month book. Some are thicker issues, but this I didn't realize until halfway through is issue 7 and issue 8.
It's a bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I bought 3 books this week and spent like $50. I'm like, what the hell's going on? They're all double size and double issue and they're well worth it, no problem. But
if it's not finished,
I mean $20, Dana.
if it's not finished, so is the next one just going to be issue 9?
Yeah. They're just gonna
Oh,
go.
that would annoy me
Yeah.
so hard, eh?
It's weird.
Good, you would like say you see Z or you whatever, like you'd always look like you're missing an
Yeah,
an
that's
issue.
right.
Because like one of the main
I'd have to,
characters
like, do a
goes, like you got these goat demon things. They've picked up this new hitchhiker, and he's done some dodgy shit. They got these hellhound thing that's after him, and it's a really cool story. The book is excellent. Cullen Bunn's doing some great work. It's just really weird that I'm halfway through a book and I see issue 8 cover. It's like the episode of television that we'll watch.
I reckon it's chopped.
You reckon?
That's the only reason you would do
I
that.
think I saw it in previews. I'm pretty sure I saw it in previews.
Have to do some research.
But yeah, no, I've really been enjoying this book. It's a sleeper, but it's just a weird setup. Like it's not like where Big Game is just the finale and it's a double issue because it's a double issue story. It's just 2 books for the price of 2 books essentially. But no, I hope it doesn't get chopped because there's still plenty more story to tell. But yeah, it's very strange. But yeah, they continue out chasing ghouls and then they get to another place and they realise that there's no ghoul there. They're trying to figure out why everything's so quiet, but it's because the ghoul's chasing the new guy and stuff. And
It has been ages since
it's been a while.
issue.
But
And I guess why would you put the 8 cover in? So maybe not. If it was just M, did you do giant size 7?
that's what I thought. I
Yeah.
think and the way the story
Weird.
goes, it's definitely got continuation. It's not like there's a
Because it doesn't really say.
no,
There's no end or no to be continued. No,
nothing. So yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Cool, weird ass looking angel thing came out of that shit.
Multiplied.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, all the eyes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like an actual
Yep.
angel.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, of course, those real ones.
Yeah.
Next up on the pile, Capwolf and the Howling Commandos, issue 2.
Didn't that just come out last week?
Nah, a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic.
I've got a copy, so.
You don't need to
I
look.
think he liked
No, I need to look at it.
Nothing.
Oh, that looks
That was so damn good.
The art is
Look at that
amazing.
It looks so nice.
Cool looking.
Oh,
I was gonna say cool looking Nazis, but
Yeah, it's hard to say, but like
but they look cool.
yeah. Hey,
And
look,
they
man,
turn into werewolves.
for
Even cooler.
For all the shit that they did, they dressed very
Oh,
well. Good old
snazzy.
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
Yeah,
I was about to
you
say
know.
Hugo Boss.
just the lighting.
Snazzy.
The
Gotta
lighting.
remind people that it's Hugo Boss
Yes.
dressed as Nazi.
They're still going, so yes.
Adidas as well, bro.
Yeah, yeah. 4-parter, 6-parter.
5 maybe.
Oh, why did I just say that?
Yeah, it's good. So in the last issue, Cap turned into Capwolf
Yes.
and like telling Duggan to shoot him.
And now Nazis are.
Yeah, Duggan refuses, and Cap sort of gets a bit of control, and the French resistance lady tries to shoot Cap because he's a werewolf.
Damn Frenchies.
Um,
Cheese eating surrender.
and then they realise that there's going to be more werewolves, so they're going to go. And like the Nazis turn their whole platoon into werewolves because Captain America's coming.
Ooh.
And there's like a witch sort of bitch, and like the Nazi doctor's like, get out of here, she's an abomination. They're like, God, and no, she's staying. She's helping us turn people into werewolves. It's the scientist, man. Shut your mouth. But it's just cool.
If you're dealing with the occult, you want weird-looking ladies around
Yes.
because they are usually going to be helpful.
Damn right. And it's actually double win.
I know my occult.
I must say, I've been a little surprised by the amount of swastikas I've seen in Marvel Comics in the last month
Yeah.
or so.
Because I feel like
They're
last
all
couple
over Cap.
last
all
couple
over this.
years they're just trying to not
Yeah, they just
do
use
that.
Hydra.
Yeah, just Hydra. You know,
Yeah.
like
and
it's
like,
just-
yeah, I understand
yeah,
why.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Don't want to get edited. Shut mouth. Have ideas. This art is ridiculous.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh wow.
It's very good.
Love the lighting of it.
Holy
Contrast,
moly.
Yeah. So
That's brutal.
Yeah. The Cap looks a little funny. He's probably the worst looking part of the book, right? Because
It's a bear.
yeah,
He
you
really
know, like,
is like the best artist not to have a book at the moment, isn't he? Like I know he's
Yeah.
got a book, but he doesn't have a book. Like
obviously he's just too slow for a monthly, which is ridiculous
But he
because
did-
they do everybody else. Yeah, that's true.
he did.
Invaders.
Oh
Yeah.
no, what's he?
Savage.
That was
Oh,
Savage.
yeah, that's right,
Savage
yeah.
was ongoing. Like it wasn't
And
just
that wasn't later or anything.
no.
Oh.
It was
He was off and on, I guess. But I'm like,
a little bit.
they do
but
it
not
like
really.
everybody else. Like bloody Hulk, we had 2 issues before filling, so like, what's the
Yeah.
problem?
Anyway, it's just
Like he
it's-
should be filling in on Hulk.
Yeah, check that shit out. Oh, don't say that. He should be doing Doctor Strange.
Oh well, anybody should be doing Doctor Strange. Alright, last book on the pile, and then with a big one. 5 of 5 of Mark Miller's masterpiece, Big Game.
I was satisfied with the ending.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
I was
I
satisfied.
like when the good guys win. I know it's a whatever.
No, you want a good guy to win.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, all the time.
Like especially with the Mark Miller book.
Yeah.
He likes to, because reading, I'm like, how is he gonna
Yes.
fuck all this over?
Yes.
Because he likes to subvert expectations and stuff.
sure.
And you keep going, and you got like do that black thing before you see Wesley
Yeah.
in wherever.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, okay, so something, and then like, oh, cool,
Yes.
happy ending.
Well, I will say, it's amazing what he pulled off to bring
Everything.
25
Yes.
books that were standalone into one thing. This might have had a few cheats. With Reborn, Space Bandits, and
Yeah.
Sharky were a little.
Yeah.
Or just a
in
little.
there a little bit. Space over there, you can go in there.
Yeah. But I like that even, right?
Yeah.
He was like,
It's cheeky.
because you knew those didn't fit.
Yeah. Oh
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Didn't fit
Well,
that
the only one that didn't get a mention was King of Spies because
Yes.
the way it finished and everything. But everything else essentially got
Yep.
named,
Jammed in there.
got jammed in. Yeah.
Normally, I don't like
Oh,
time
Reborn was
travel,
alright.
time travel bullshit. But that was the only way all
Had
this
to
was
be.
gonna work.
But even then, like, alright, you're like, okay, cool, time travel. Hiko brings everyone back,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Rah, rah, rah. But then she gets her head blown off.
I'm like, fine, I'll handle that just because she saved everybody. But I'm like, no, it's not even her.
yeah. 2 pages later, bang, she blows his head off.
Well, that makes
Like,
sense. There's 2 of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
My
Sorry,
no.
no.
I was just gonna say my favourite part, and I got so excited for this book because the happiest thing that it made me was all the books that I've purchased over the last
Yep.
year or so are now not just fodder. Woo! Not that it would have mattered because
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
enjoyed it anyway. So this morning I read. This is one of the last books I read.
This was the last thing I read today.
But before that, I read 3 trades of Magic Order.
Ah, cool.
And if you are enjoying Mark Millar's work and haven't read any Magic Order because you like it's kind of a bit of a standalone kind of, it is phenomenal. It is some of the craziest, darkest, occultish, death and depravity, ways of dying, beautiful family moments, amazing storytelling through marriage and walkings. It is fucking amazing. I cannot recommend Magic Order highly enough. I'm a little bit disappointed it took me so long to jump on, but it didn't have a massive bearing on this book. But I would have, if I had started reading this and only had just read the first trade of Magic Order, I would have had some fucking questions. Because I'm like, oh, hang on, that's changed a little bit. So, yeah, there's been a lot of changes in Magic Order.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole storyline, I think Mark Millar is quickly becoming one of my favourite writers. He's just so good on the way he's just done this whole wraparound over the last 20-odd years. And then we're going to get to it. The evolution of Dave.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's the best bit.
One of my favorite
It
bits
is.
was like,
It's the best bit.
It's
the
almost
magic was like, we
shit.
can't do its magic. It's like, they've got a dude called Diabolus the Sorcerer.
Yeah.
He's not technically, he's called Diabolus the Sorcerer. It's a
Do
loop.
we need to explain this? Like, people are dying. Go and fix it.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
That was great.
And then when he finally got his... Like, him
Yeah.
flying around in his kick-ass outfit.
Yeah,
was
it was-
Yeah.
phenomenal.
That was
So my other favourite part was at the start when they get back. Mindy saves kills all the guys that are coming back out of the thing. It's like, you're going through time on my corpse.
Yeah, that
you're
bit, I love
using
that
my
bit. At
corpse.
least cover his head.
Yes.
Yes, that was fucking brilliant.
Because of course she don't care.
No. And then the twisting of everything, like the way Huck got through,
Yep.
they fucked up Nemesis.
Yep.
That was great.
That was
Oh, and even the Nemesis bit.
Like
yes,
at the end, like
at the end, making 4,219 at the moment is
On
his
his
on his
list,
revenge
yeah.
list.
what was it the other bit?
He'll be fully healed in 6 months.
That little panel of the Emperor back in
Yeah.
like, wonder what Diabolos is doing
Yes.
as he's about to get assassinated.
Yes.
I guess.
The evolution of Starlight, seeing all the people, all the aliens
Yeah.
come and save him, and like she was a little girl when he was with her, and now how much she's grown up and everything. That was so damn cool. Yeah, I'll be honest, I invested quite a bit of time and money into this, and it fucking paid off. It was such a fun ride, such good stories, just.
Nobody else could pull that off. I've taken so many books that were not connected.
And not just that, what you
Nobody
thought were
else.
finished, they're still going. Fucking Night Shift.
Yeah.
There's still way too much beef going on there.
Yeah, because that was good.
That was excellent. So good. So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. I do get what you said earlier. For such a big book, you felt a little bit
Like it was very
very fast.
Yeah, it was a bit.
It was like double sized. They crammed a lot in, but like I wanted more.
Yeah, you want to flesh out a little bit more.
And you
'Cause this
saw
was-
2 more.
Yeah.
It is
I would've been
straight
okay
to the
with-
point, and it's great, but you just wanted a little bit more,
That's
like
just me being greedy because that was a
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
more diving in.
Now, just quickly, because we'll talk about other books in a minute, but I just wanted to ask. I looked it up, but I couldn't really find too much. Magic Order 3 is some of the best art I've seen in a long time. Gigi Cavanago. What the hell else has that person done? Their Instagram, his Instagram is amazing. The paint, there's some digital stuff as well, obviously, but if you've got an issue here,
'Cause
worth
Miller-
cracking out and having a bit of a flick through.
Miller just trolls the internet for new dudes.
Yeah, because Eminem did the first 2, and then that changed over. This 3 and 4 are different as well. 4's really good as well, but 3
Is the first one Copiel? Is it Copiel?
actually it might be Copiel than Eminem.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I think
sorry,
that's
it
right,
was. You're
yeah.
right. They are different each one. But that third one that really stood out. It stood out like the third issue of Ambassador stood out.
Yep.
Yeah, Miller. Yeah. And the one thing I do love, and he's amazing at it because what this is a callback for the last 20
Yeah.
years. In Magic Order, the amount of callbacks and different shit of what the whole story evolves around is just so well done. Like the original Moonstones and Uncle Edgar. Wow. Yeah, if you've already read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you've got a lot of fun ahead of you if it's something that anything I've mentioned has piqued your interest. I'll shut up about this now.
Dylan, you read anything else?
No.
Dave?
I read Street Fighter.
Yeah?
Was it Genesis or whatever the hell it was?
Something like that.
It was like 3 short stories from Street Fighter 6.
Yep.
And yeah, it's alright. Much better than Omega, because
It's got a story.
it's got a
There's
story.
words.
Words in it.
There's words.
How many covers in this one?
3 or 4.
Usual.
No, it's not a book full of covers.
No, it's not. But yeah, that's it for me.
Nitin?
I read the new Geiger.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That was real good. I can say flashback story.
Yeah, more origin.
Yeah.
Ish. Even though, like,
Oh, so it's back now.
it's just a
It's
little
two-parter.
two-parter.
Okay, interesting.
Because
Yeah.
he's made his own imprint. So
Ghost Machine.
Yeah.
It's coming
Wow.
soon.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I like
This is real good.
Yeah.
It just continues on.
Let's really
Flash-
expand that universe, dude.
Yeah, fleshes
Excellent.
out the Geiger.
Because, like, we didn't really get much we didn't know already, but
Yeah.
you just get more of it.
Yeah.
And, like, so you feel...
Yeah.
And there's plenty more to
Oh.
flesh out in that universe.
Oh, the little girl, like, this makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Something stuck
Kept
in my
on,
eye.
yeah.
I hate when that happens.
No, it's fantastic. Gary Van's so good.
Yeah. Doing the best stuff he's doing with stuff.
Nice.
Is that it?
That's it.
Bums?
I read one other little book. I think a couple of you guys have mentioned it before, and you know the art. Oh, man, you can take it or leave it, I guess. Like this story, Kingdom Come, and I'm 42, and it's the first time I've ever read it. But I don't really care that that's the case because I'm never really a DC reader, so it wasn't really something that.
Yeah.
But I am annoyed because I would have, if I had read it 20 years ago, in between that time, I probably would have read it another 20 times. For people that don't know Kingdom Come, it is the story of the future of DC with Old Man Superman and the next generation of superheroes coming through and kind of treating it a little bit differently than the JLA would have treated how.
It came out in the 90s.
Yes, it's very much a little pushback against the image and 90s bad guy stuff.
Yeah.
Punisher, Wolverine,
yeah.
and
It's very of
Yeah.
its time, but timeless at the same time.
yeah,
Some of the most amazing painted art that you'll ever see in your life, and if you've ever Googled Alex Ross's name, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
You listen to us, you know who the fuck Alex Ross is.
100%. But not just that, Mark Waid, who is still doing amazing work. I've read a lot of his Marvel stuff. This is definitely the best he's ever written, from what I've read, obviously.
I personally feel that he's better at DC.
Yes, generally. I think he's more invested in those DC characters. I think, generally. But saying that, his Daredevil run was fucking legendary.
Yeah.
Cap stuff was amazing.
So I just
But-
had to make it for myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree. Because
Yeah.
I just think he connects.
Yeah.
They're his characters from his childhood.
From the outside, it seems like he enjoys it more at DC from what he's writing and what he writes about in DC, which is fine.
It's like anymore.
No. Well, there will be, but go.
Kingdom Come felt like, I mean, it is. It's a love letter to superheroes.
Yes.
Yep.
And you know,
How it used to be. Yeah.
yeah.
And then which is
The American, the Truth,
comics
Justice,
have
the
to
American way.
evolve.
Of course.
100%.
But yeah, in like the 90s, it was the grim darkness and edginess was it got over the top. And it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. And I liked it in the 90s, but looking back at it, it was like
Because
just,
you're 14.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's like edgy and dark and
Guns,
Explosions.
more guns,
Yeah.
more
Yeah, well
boobs,
done,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
No feet.
more pockets.
Fucking legs longer than the entire torso.
Yeah. So this book was
Chest like 40.
100% like, how about superheroes that do the right thing?
Bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Old Man Superman. That panel, or the page of him just carrying the tractor back into the barn. The small and later on the busted up conversations between him and Wonder Woman are phenomenal.
I want the old versions of all the characters.
Yeah, it's so good.
See, there was a lot of characters I didn't know because
Oh,
they
yeah.
were sons and daughters of other
Yeah,
heroes
yeah,
that
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
heavy legacy,
It's heavy
right,
legacy
yeah.
and phenomenal. Like the the over-the-top fight scenes of just these characters I've never seen before, to be honest, and they're all catalogued in the back of the book, which is phenomenal as well.
They're all made for the book.
Yeah, the young ones.
Like Earth
basically,
X, essentially.
Yes.
They created those
they're all-
characters.
yeah.
They were-
Good, that's what Earth X was.
Is their Marvel version.
Yeah,
of it.
Wizard. Hey, Alex
Yeah.
Ross, can
Yeah.
you design?
The Marvel version.
Yeah, and Marvel were like, ooh,
Well, thank you.
we'll have a book, thanks.
Just don't draw it.
Oh, I'm sure they would have said draw it, but
Then the human element of everything that's going on between the old and the new superheroes, and Batman's side of it, calling him Clark, so freaking good, and how much he hates being called Clark. The opening up of what the Joker did, and then Batman with Lex, and that whole thing. And then we haven't even mentioned the word Shazam yet.
Oh,
That was so bad.
Holy
Yeah.
hell, that was so unexpected when the worms and just everything that, and then him doing the right thing, those panels of him punching the bomb, and just like in Small Soldiers with the dish, people were saved, and there were casualties, and that panel of Superman just in the middle of Kansas like that, and just the
surrounded by
skeletons and the scorched earth around him was just next level. Everything people want to give shit about comic books because it's for kids and it's just art and it's not. Man, you are getting the best of both worlds when you've got the quality of art and the quality of writing and the quality of imagination. Fucking beats everything else. It really does. So phenomenal.
yeah. This is like if I had to choose favorite comic book, full stop. This is it, and this is like my favorite superhero.
I want to buy Spectre shit now. The last panel, when the last little epilogue where they're in the cheesy as fuck restaurant with
Planet Krypton.
It's so good.
You're Robin, are you? Yeah, sure you're Robin. That was excellent. And then the last panel where you've got the Wesley Sandman shit, the homage, and Superman gets the Shazam cup, and just all the little pieces.
oh man, you can look at any pages with Planet Krypton. You can look for hours, right? Like,
And I'm only enjoying a skerrick of what a proper DC reader is enveloping there. And I'm loving it. I'm relishing in it. It was phenomenal. Amazing. Yeah. And the trade that I got, I haven't gone through a lot of it, but I've gone through some. It's 4 books. So the trade's this thick, so the extra synopsis and bios and pictures and all the character descriptions, it's
yeah, 'cause
phenomenal.
you get the whole black one, eh?
Yeah, and the
All the advertisements and stuff they did. That's all in the back of it.
early sketches, the Alex Ross early sketches are phenomenal.
It's looking at who he used as a model for some of the
Well,
characters.
anybody that puts their dad in a comic, man, and it doesn't feel stupid,
So good. So yeah, that was the other book I read.
fantastic.
I need to go back to one other thing before Big Game and Magic Order. At the end of each Magic Order trade, and I'm guessing it's in most, so I now need to go back and look at all the other bastards. It's got the bios for all the people involved, and the Mark Miller one. In every single one, the last little sentence is, "Look out for Mark's autobiography coming out next year," titled, and he's just got the funniest titles. And in every trade, everyone is going out next year with a different title. A cat named Mark, and Mark writes good stuff, and that it's so damn funny. Yeah, good week of comics. Even though I did not have one Marvel book this week, which I don't think has happened in a long,
That is
long time. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're reading.
Oh, Ewing kind of left a dirty taste in my mouth recently.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's about all for the books.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Madam Web is here.
Oh no, let's do it. Big game more. Shit.
She's here to
And
talk
she's-
about her mum in the Amazon researching spiders.
And the connections of the webs.
So boring.
Looks so cheesy.
Why isn't she old?
Yeah,
So
give us the,
sexy.
It's just so annoying.
give us
right?
the old
It's so-
lady
yeah.
in the draped webbed.
Sitting in a throne.
In the web-
in a spider
Especially
web
when you can
throne?
have
Give me that.
a young cast of girls around her.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
You've got,
Okay.
Yeah, Madam Web's
you've
Angels.
got your hot women in there.
Yeah.
Like,
They don't all
That
need
was-
to be hot
no.
women.
That was why she was cool.
Strong
Yes.
woman.
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson is terrible. She can't emote worth a damn.
Hang on, wasn't she in the?
Peanut Butter Factory?
Yeah, she was
She was
alright
good
in
in that,
that
yeah.
because she was in it for 20
She was
minutes.
fine in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she
Oh, she had a couple of emotions in the end,
yeah.
but not much. You're
One
right.
or two, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that she felt so bad for
Movie.
the kid's position. Like when he's in the home before he even runs away. I do feel that she knows it's shit,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Yeah.
And then I do feel
She
that
wants
she
to
was a
bang
shit.
Charlotte,
and
though.
she
Oh.
was, yeah. You know, she treats him like a kid.
Yeah.
But she's not very good.
But in like, she does not look like she's trying at all in this movie.
I don't think anyone probably is.
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing here with these Sony movies? We're
trying
making.
to-
We've spoken about it
They're hanging
before.
on to this license.
No, I get that. But once again, we're making Spider-Man villain auxiliary character movies with no freaking Spider-Man. What?
These aren't Spidey villains. Though.
Can they
No,
do
auxiliary
Spider-Man
characters.
if they wanted to?
No. Because isn't it like now Marvel's
So-
going to
Sony-
agree to shit because it's Holland?
No, because Sony still has things.
Yeah.
They're leasing it out to Marvel
Yeah.
too.
Well, why don't they?
I don't know.
Because the
overarching
Andrew Garfield
story?
mistake, those movies came out so terrible. And because I went such a bad... Because that's what happened, right? Like, the second Amazing Spider-Man comes out, yeah? And then we had all those leaked emails from the Sony head chick. Because that movie came out, didn't do great business.
Right.
And they're so shit creek. They had sold the merch rights for Spidey back to Marvel. And in like one of the leaked emails was one of their executives like, the only fucking people that made money out of this movie was Marvel
Oh, wow.
selling goddamn fucking Spider-Man t-shirts and toys. We made no money. And that's where they just went hat in hand like, alright Marvel, how do we... Wow. And we're not obviously smart enough, you can't just give the IP back.
No.
It's too valuable. But like, alright, you can have him and make the movies for us.
But he could still be
'Cause,
in
like-
it. Like, he doesn't need to be the...
Those Tom Holland movies are still Sony movies. They're not.
Yeah.
Disney.
That's when they're not on Disney Plus
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just make them for them. And Marvel were just happy to do that, help out,
Yeah.
so they can have Spider-Man in Infinity. But yes, but all the rest are still Avi Arad because he's the one that
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
has the rights to Spider-Man, really. But like he's still dirty. I think he buys Marvel in the 90s with his Toy Biz and whatever, and he makes the first movies like X-Men and Spider-Man, and then when Feige and that all happened, he got brushed. So I think it's spiteful. I can make anything.
Yeah, well, we're craving more of these movies, I tell you that.
So good. Like I said, like yeah, Venom. You're like, sure, I can see why you'd make a Venom movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morbius could have worked, like the concept of a vampire guy, like
Yeah.
without Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sure.
A science vampire.
Madam Web. Nobody wants a Madam Web at all, but a Madam Web without Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want her in a Spider-Man movie,
Because, like,
let alone her own.
even when Madam Web worked in the cartoons, that was season 4.
Yes.
Like,
That was the last 2 episodes.
there's reasons.
I feel this is sort of a way to introduce all
Backdoor.
the Spider Girls.
Yeah, it's backdoor.
Yeah, and then they'll have their own movie.
And I also don't think this movie probably exists in this style without Spider-Verse. They're ripping off their own shit.
Yeah.
We want a Spider-Verse with just all the girls. Because they're all 4 different Spider girls
Yeah.
from different eras of the comics and different... You know, you got... Mary. Yes.
Mary Parker.
Yes.
Whoever the fuck that is.
Yes. And then you got Arana and like Julie Carpenter.
And Maddie?
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah.
For the quick shot I saw of Julie Carpenter,
Silk?
she looked alright.
No silk?
No silk? That's weird. You're trying to push the shit out of her here, but you got
I'm surprised they haven't
strong
done silk.
Spider-Woman character, and they haven't done anything. We just talk about something good again for a second.
Yes.
In Big Game, when Sharky arrives,
Yes.
did you like that little nod to the Mandalorian?
Yes.
About them doing it first. It's like,
Yes.
you look really familiar. It's like the bounty hunter with the little girl sidekick, little kid alien sidekick. It's like, just remember we were doing it first. No matter who looks like us and looks like doing this. Yeah, he had a mad go. It was good. Sorry, I just thought
Just
of
don't
that.
talk about Lone Wolf Cub.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's a cat.
it's like that whole
It's
crusty.
in space.
It's like that whole crusty bit. Yeah, $10,000.
Anyway, Madam Web.
Doesn't look good.
Let's talk
What's
about Big
next?
Game again.
No, we got to talk about not Tarantula, not Kane, or
Okay,
whatever the
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I just thought
Ezekiel,
Tarantula for
you
sure.
said, didn't you?
Because it's South America.
Yeah.
I just-
Tarantula
I
makes
just want to see
perfect
that
sense.
mustache.
Black and red.
And the bandana.
Yeah. Just
Instead, we get the black suit Spider-Man from the
Yeah,
like,
Spider
Homecoming.
Monkey. Yes.
Spider Monkey.
Yeah.
so weird. So weird. And like,
And it's weird just to have it like straight in the fight scene. It's like you're not explaining anything of this full black character.
Yeah.
The
the one I'm
don't know
more
why I care.
head scratching is the dude is Ben Parker.
Yeah.
Who?
You see that? There's a guy, Ben Parker. There's a paramedic
The other
dude
guy,
that
yeah.
she's friends with. That you see him in the trailer. I think he's Ben
He's
Parker.
Ben Parker. Listed on IMDb. It's Ben Parker.
Couldn't even have Ben Holland, Tom Holland. I know people are like, oh, Spider-Man is, but at least someone, at least a little bit like him.
Yeah.
I know they're not going to do fucking spider clones
Yeah.
because fit fuck.
Yeah, that'd be Jackal. That'd be too good of an idea.
Because like, even if you just did have Kane,
How good would that be?
and you don't even have to say he's a Peter Parker clone, and like,
Yeah.
if your sort of deal
Yeah,
is,
if
and you
you
can't
know, you
step
know.
on it, yeah,
Yeah, the whole,
I know who that is.
But then again, I don't care about us.
But I guess the general audience might be then a bit too confused. Like, why is it Spider-Man but not Spider-Man? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all they need to do is
You gotta tell
make-
your audience.
If Dave gets
Maybe
it,
it's the 90s Kane's costume, then it's different.
Cool.
just make a half decent movie and you've won over Marvel for the next
the big
2
head.
years. Because Marvel's isn't doing
Look,
so well, so
It doesn't
in
look
reaction,
good, but it may sell well. You know what I
I
mean?
doubt it.
how much did Venom make?
Oh, Ben.
No, it made a lot. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm for it, not against
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but that's Venom. This fucking
Yeah.
Venom.
How Morbius do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Jared Leto.
Yeah, like this is probably going to be a Morbius, but
Oh, yeah,
I'm
for
saying it might
Oh,
do
and
well for them, even though
I
it,
think it's going to be more like a Craven.
Marvel, besides a lot of their fucking issues at the moment, a big part of the Marvel's lack of success is because it's free female leads. This is all female leads. So if Marvel can't make that work, Sony ain't making that work financially. No chance. No chance. Unless goddamn Dakota Fanning's getting him, not Dakota Fanning, Dakota whatever her name is.
She could have been. She would
Yeah,
have been better.
yeah, she's getting him out maybe. It's the only hope.
Dakota Fanning, you know you'd have a better actor.
Yeah, she's great in Push. I thought I like her as an actor.
What's next, Dylan?
Oh fuck no.
Gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse.
What if season 2? I believe I've seen Tony Stark with a
Yeah, yeah.
beard, Santa beard or some shit.
So
The fuck's going on?
the whole best part about What Ifs were they were all different stories on different parts of the Marvel universe. This trailer seems like it's
I thought it seemed like different stories because you had like a Mad Max story and you had some sort of
yeah, but it seems like that whole linear story is being
They're
pulled-
all connecting.
They're all
right?
connecting.
yeah, but
that's what happened with the first season. though.
yeah, and they want
Yeah, and it was
but,
shit.
But I think that wasn't to the end, right?
Yes.
This, I think from the get-go, they're going to... Like, it's not going to be an episode of just Mad Max or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think there's going to be more interspliced.
There's no Mad Max
Because it
Ghost
was-
Rider,
yeah.
and then there's
There's too much in that trailer that was...
Space
connected.
Namor.
So
You know what I mean?
interdimensional.
Sorry,
though.
Otherwise, they
Namor.
just showed us the whole final episode in that trailer.
maybe. Fuck, you don't know.
Well, it is Marvel. Yeah.
Well,
They like to do that.
they didn't put out a whole episode last time.
Trailer starts now.
It's just in the finale, you're like, did I miss an episode? Where did this Gamora chick come from?
Places.
Yeah, I don't know. Just, zero interest.
Yeah, I watched.
I'll watch
all
one
I
and then
really
be like,
remember
nah.
out of it
I might watch
is
the last one.
the Mad Maxy bits.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I sort of remember from it. And like, I'm not. I don't know. I'll watch this or not.
If there's like 10 episodes, you watch like episode 2, 4. It's
Taking his
just
shifts.
taking a shit. But we all skip one, so we don't know exactly what's going on. And then we just tell everyone what happened.
Well, on the Marvel thing, because I did have a few questions. We did not talk about the Marvels, because I'm the only one that has seen it still, too.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I haven't seen
And one person talking about it's not that interesting. I personally thought it was fine. It's far from great, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, the only movie next year coming out from Marvel is Deadpool.
What?
That's it.
Is that Marvel?
That's not Marvel.
Well,
The
Yeah, well,
Marvel.
is now.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, Fox.
But that's the only thing that's
Okay.
coming out next year, movie-wise, from.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
that'd be, I think, could be the best thing for
I
them.
was going to say, what's
Probably,
DC
yeah.
got coming out next year?
Fucking
Nothing.
Creature Commandos.
Aquaman, is that this year?
No,
Next
it's
year?
this year. That's Boxing
wow.
Day.
Creature Commandos.
Because you got Superman coming out in 2025,
Yeah.
in July. But Okay, interesting. Maybe a break's not the worst thing in the
Yeah,
world,
no,
to be
100%.
honest. But the problem is, I know there's been a strike and stuff on, but when there's no superhero movies at the moment, there doesn't seem to be many other freaking movies out of the movies. Like, there's not a lot else going on.
Does that push the entire 24
Back.
schedule back?
Yeah, because I think Thunderbolts was supposed to come out next year, and now
Yeah.
it's like 25 or 26.
I guess we'll have a couple of series next year, though.
Like what?
Echo? Is it Echo?
Echo.
One.
And that's it, I think.
Okay. That's good.
I don't know. What we did miss out on was probably one of the biggest releases from this year at Halloween, which was the Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
colour
I
version.
think they missed
Re-released
that big time.
as a colour.
Nah.
They did release that.
Yeah, I know. But I think they
Who
missed.
gives a shit?
Where was their Halloween special this year?
Dumb.
Missed. Like,
Missed
that's a great
that
idea.
big time.
Yeah.
Speaking of MCU, we got some casting news.
Mm.
Speaking of dumb.
Stephen Yeun is Sentry.
So
Suppose, as Robert Kirkman tells us.
Yeah.
No one else has said anything. Marvel hasn't come out and said anything.
right.
What a dog.
Robert Kirkman, in an interview, was kind of like, I was on the phone with Stephen Yeun the other day. Can I tell you? Yeah, I'll tell you. What are they going to do? I don't work for Marvel. Stephen Yeun's Sentry.
Dog act, bro.
For a movie that's still
Unprofessional.
a year and a half.
Yeah.
Still in development, I think. I don't even think it's started filming yet.
No. He was trying on a costume.
Yeah. Now, I like Stephen Yeun.
I really like Stephen Yeun.
If he gets on a shitload of gas, I'll be okay with it.
If he gets Nungiani'd,
Because I don't mind. I don't. Bob does not need to be a white man for me, but Bob needs to be fucking jacked, and
Jacked.
preferably with nice golden blonde hair.
Yeah, that's right. The blonde
Oh, look,
hair. I
The
feel
blonde
is-
hair I'll sort of accept on when he's only in the Sentry mode.
Yes.
If he goes Super Saiyan,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
yeah,
okay.
I just want
But yeah,
Yeun
he
with
has
long
to be
hair.
super jacked.
He needs, and he needs longer hair.
Again?
Yeah.
Super jacked.
Yeah. If he gets
Get on that
the
gas, boy. And you've got...
You got to ring the rock and get the best quality shit.
Just get on
the
that gas.
Rock
Ring the
gas.
Rock, not what Mark Kerr was on. Yeah. Cool.
um,
Whew. I had not a lot of hope for this movie anyway, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's a shame because I really do like Young, and I don't know.
I have no hope that no matter who it is, we're not getting the Sentry I
He's
would
going to
want.
be
No,
watered
of
down,
course not.
right?
It has to
He's-
be.
He's going to be
For there
villain.
to be a movie, he has to be watered down because
But yeah, it's a Sentry in the Thunderbolts. Not
Yes.
like it's
Yeah.
his own thing.
Yeah.
So he's going to be watered down and boring.
And, like,
not
we'll-
have the stuff with
well, against the Thunderbolts that he's got to be against, yeah, it does have to be watered down because they're all spy espionage people.
And I don't
They're
think
humans.
you'll even see him fully until like the end.
Yeah, no, that was
so
my
it's
main
gonna-
thing. Stephen
Yeah.
Yeun, we're getting no Sentry.
So it'd be
Yeah.
like the McFarlane when he didn't want any cape or any.
No, yeah, he'll just be in it. He'll be Bob Reynolds through the whole movie, and at the end, the Void or something will.
And I
Maybe
understand
people-
why, but I'll be also disappointed because we're not going to get the whole point of Sentry where he was a forgotten dude. I don't think we'll
That's
get
the
that.
best part of the story.
It was so good.
Yeah.
The man that everyone forgot.
Yeah. You know?
He was around in the 60s.
Reed's best friend. Hulk sort of...
And if they did
Confident-
that,
yeah.
Yeah.
if they did that with the MCU and kind of splice him in,
Beautiful.
that would be cool.
Yeah. But I just... I can't
Like
see
he
it.
was in New York or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, like they do in shows where they just sort of
Yeah.
put him in scenes where he shouldn't have
Mr.
been.
Poopy Butthole.
you
But
could
if you
just,
did that good...
yeah,
it
you
would.
just come from another universe where all that happened, and then this one like he never existed.
Fuck, no more universe rubbish. That's where they've gone off the rails more than anything. Multiverses.
Too much of that.
So the director of the upcoming Thunderbolts movie is also the director for that TV show Beef, that the main actor is Stephen Yeun.
Oh.
Intriguing.
Also, I don't know. Is this official? Pedro Pascal?
Nah,
No,
I think it's just...
No,
Okay,
it's
because
cool.
I've
just
seen it
screen
everywhere.
tested, I think.
Oh,
It was on Deadline though, so it's not official, but it's still.
yeah.
You know,
I've seen it at like big sources.
Yeah.
So
Right. What, like barbecue.
Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards.
Terrible choice.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it'll be.
Terrible.
It's better than some that have floated,
Yeah.
like Kransky. But
I don't
like
I don't
it.
buy him as being the smartest person on the planet.
I know what you mean.
My biggest problem,
Racist.
two things.
That's not what it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of death of him. He's in every fucking thing. And I honestly don't think he's that great.
No.
He's the fucking same in fucking everything.
Have you seen him in Nick Cage movie?
Nah, I watched it.
It's great. He's excellent in it. I don't know. I don't like it. I think there's better choices, but if it is,
Who would
Mando,
each of you have?
shit. Fucking Last of Us, shit. Everybody forgets how shit he was in goddamn Wonder Woman.
I'm not gonna.
Shit.
disagree.
What else is he good in? No.
Narcos.
Who would you have? Who would you have?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones was phenomenal. He was good, man.
I just think he's really one note.
But who would you have as Reed? Who would you pick?
The previous rumors from like a few months back of Adam Driver shits all over Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Tim Robbins was 20 years younger.
Yeah, like I like Adam Driver.
Driver's
because-
got to lose like the
Yeah.
Kylo Ren bulk though.
I like him because he's got that
He's
weird
smaller
energy.
than Pedro. Pedro's got more
He's kind of weird.
presence. Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not off the wall weird. He's just
Yeah.
he's weird.
He's got like that antisocial kind of vibe to him.
I think he's too antisocial-ish.
I do understand that too.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
And like, I would like an older Reed, but we're not going to get
Yeah,
that.
no.
So I said 20 years.
Give me an older Reed with a young Sue. That's what we want to see. Give the people what they want.
Issues. I don't know any
Very.
new actors.
The other one from months ago that did float for a little bit and then disappeared was it Patel or whatever?
Oh yeah.
And I
Is it
thought
Dev
that-
Dev
Patel?
Patel?
Yeah, and I thought that was the best one.
Oh, I like
actually.
that. Yeah.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's a,
Yeah.
he's
And
a real
he-
good actor.
like, he's got the look. and
He is
the-
perfect, isn't he?
Yeah, and let's be honest, modern thing like
Yeah.
Fantastic Four are a very white cast, and they've tried different things.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's orange.
yes,
I know what you
and yeah, but yeah, I thought that rocked up maybe a year ago and it disappeared, and I was like, oh, I'm down for that.
I think you're smart enough to be like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go there.
Yeah, I'm not interested in
Yeah.
making your rubbish
Yeah.
movies.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of him, so I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. But who did a great Australian accent in the
Tiger.
Lion?
The Lion, sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that. I need to watch that.
The Australian one is difficult for a lot of people to do.
Yeah.
Unless they're taking the piss. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Invincible. Let's talk about this good shit.
Tell me,
Please.
first, please.
Yes. Your
Post-credit scenes.
That's the one scene.
Just the one scene.
40 minutes of it.
I had the biggest heart attack when the credits came up. I'm like, no, I can't be over. I was so scared I didn't want to touch the...
I grabbed
the
it.
yeah, I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it. I was
It's
just
only
like,
been 18 minutes.
yeah,
Okay, play.
glued on the screen.
Weird that we didn't get an Invincible title card. We did get a better one, but we still didn't get an Invincible one for the... But anyway. Wow.
Oh, it's post-credit. Of course you're not going to get it.
True. The Alan story... I don't know, you might not guess. I like Seth Rogen. I do enjoy his comedies. I do like his voice acting as well. I know other people don't. I did enjoy him as Donkey Kong. I know a lot of people just say it's his own voice, but I kind of have the same kind of feeling with Jack Black. I don't mind because he does...
Like, Jeff Black does different voices and he can...
Not all the time. The biggest departure I've seen from Jack Black has been Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's usually Jack Black.
I
Which
mean,
I'm-
sometimes that's what the studio wants. but he
100%.
can-
Like Kung Fu
the-
Panda, I
yeah,
still
yeah.
fucking love.
Oh, it's the same.
Like,
Just even normal movies, not even voice acting.
Yeah.
It's just Jack Black.
It's just Jack Black.
Eh.
but I love that.
Because I wasn't sure about him as Alan at first.
Yes.
Because I obviously, if you read it, you might have like a,
You
oh, I
different- yeah,
imagined
yeah.
him like this. I imagined him sounding a bit goofier.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then obviously you have some really serious scenes.
Yeah.
You probably need someone who just uses their normal voices a bit more
Yeah.
normal.
Yep. And I didn't expect to get 20-minute Alan episode.
Yeah.
But the way it all linked in together and the story and that when he's sitting there having dinner with his missus and they get him.
We got Canslock. We got Canslock in animation.
That fight scene where he is just taking it like a champion.
Just a pinball.
Yeah.
It is brutal.
That was one of the best things I liked about the comic book. The Viltrumites were just very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't really, because you've seen glimpses of when Omni-Man was talking about them and stuff, but you haven't actually really seen them in action
This would be the first time.
until now.
Yeah.
And watching them tear apart the alien, like Alan's race at the start of the episode, it reminded me of an episode of The Boys. Like that kind of brutality, like when old puppet mates ripping all those guys apart in the tunnel. It was that kind of shit. And then the way, what I did like they're genetically modifying the aliens, but all the fuck up ones were still getting used. Like they were all there on the, like they were the check-in people, like the other ones that went out the tubes. I thought that was really cool. And him being their champion was excellent, and the fact that he couldn't do that, but he could still go and be like a peacekeeper, excellent, so well done, and just growing so much story into this universe that is just so phenomenally written by a guy you just put so much shit on.
He's a knob.
But great writer. And I'm pretty sure it's the first time, Paul F. fucking Tompkins, the narrator. I love Paul F. Tompkins.
The narrating bit was so
fucking brilliant. I'm like, yes. Something else we need Paul F. Tompkins in is Invincible. They don't fuck around with voices. We'll get to the other bit in a sec, but that toing and froing with the sex scenes.
Yeah.
And then the tentacles.
Yeah.
And Dave would have loved the tentacles. And then, fuck, yeah.
So the cat with 2 buttholes that they decided to show.
Twice, and then him licking them.
Yes.
And I had to pause and rewind and go back, did that cat have 2 buttholes? It did. Thank you for bringing that up. I was going to forget that. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Because that part was so spot on to the comic too.
Yeah.
Like that first half of the
was it?
episode.
Okay.
Man, like, yeah.
And that was 20 minutes. And that was so excellent, but was nothing of that fucking episode.
Yeah.
The shit of, like, the first college days, the mum and the grieving counsellor
man, that was
finding out after in the bar. The whole mum shit is just phenomenal.
bit of the show.
Because that's just for the show. It's not.
I get it, and it works so well. It's normally the shit that gets added to a show that's not from the story is crap.
Yeah.
Look at when Game of Thrones went away from the books. It didn't go as well.
This makes the story
It-
better.
Even,
Like, if the
even
comic-
deeper.
If the comic had it, it would be a better.
100%.
Yeah.
Like that bar scene was almost the
incredible.
scene of
Yeah.
the episode.
Oh, that was my favorite part. Of the whole
That's what
episode.
I mean. With so much.
Well, the whole series, really. This whole series, the whole what's her name bit? It's great.
Yeah, the mum.
Debbie.
Debbie bits, yeah.
But then you
First
get
names only.
a little bit extra. Man, Zukas was awesome in this episode. That heart to heart with Duplicate was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
Rex
when
was
she's not
fantastic.
listening with it, she's got the headphones on running, and she's listening to the whole thing. That was excellent as well. But then Robot, like asking her out on the date, being scared, eating food. It's fucking excellent. Such a good, yeah. I could not have enjoyed comic books and auxiliary to comic books more this morning. I woke up this morning, I watched Invincible, I read 3 trades of Magic Order, I then read Big Game and Door by Door, and went and had lunch with the family. That was the best morning I've had in a long time. It was great. So, if this is 8 episodes, we're not even halfway yet. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the best show on television.
How's the end for you?
I knew from the get-go little shit was dodgy. I knew it was all... Oh, just to get Seance Dog, though, too. That was excellent.
That first scene, you know, when you see William open the door, and obviously you're like, what's going on? I was like, I looked over at Steph, I'm like, you remember this shit?
Yeah.
You remember what the fuck is about to go down?
So that was my next question. So that happened...
Science Dog.
Yes.
It's Science Dog.
But it happened.
But it happened the exact same way,
basically.
just replaced character.
Yeah.
That is fucking excellent.
So I saw a look on his face, I'm like, oh shit, it's
Yes.
happening.
So yeah, I knew it was dodgy. I didn't pick right until the end that it was the old man. Sorry, just need to also mention quickly. So once again, characters, spending money on characters. Carol, who was running the grievance, that was Marty McFly's mum from Back to the Future. Ben Schwartz is Shapesmith. Him running on that fucking treadmill.
And Rex, like, where the fuck are you from?
So
nobody else.
No one else says anything.
I have to go run in place.
Yes.
In a stationary position.
And how dark it got with, I wanted to go back to the other bit, how dark it got with Duplicate talking about Immortal's the only one that
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
dying that many fucking times. Wow, that's dark. Just so many layers. Like an onion.
Yeah, because you get lots of, like the edgy boys level stuff, but it's also still superhero
100%,
stuff.
man.
It's not deconstructing superheroes. It's still a superhero
That's
thing.
great.
And Peter Cullen being an asshole.
He can voice act. He's not just reading lines like Optimus Prime.
Great.
And the guy you always go off about, is it Battle Beast? Is that his what's his name? The blind dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like one of his kind was up
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
thing next to it? That was cool.
Yeah, that's not what happens to Battle Beast.
That's his name though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
No, I know that, but that's what I just meant. Like that was his.
Yeah,
Every
he's
single-
racist.
I don't know what
Yeah.
his race is called. So
Think about what happens to Battle Beast. I wonder if they're gonna do it. They'll have to do it in the show.
Have to.
Have to.
nice.
Much danger over here for me.
Ah, okay, that's fine. Man. I'll enjoy it.
Because they're saying favour everything else.
And if you're not watching Invincible,
What are you doing?
what are you doing, man? Like if you
Get your Amazon.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder what they're gonna do with the his brother. Spoilers. The other one. Well, not not brother. You know what I mean?
for another lover.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that makes
Because
sense.
I don't know if they'll do that way in the show.
They'll find a way. They've been
Yeah.
finding a way to do everything.
I know, but
Is that in the compendium,
Somehow.
or is that in the first 50?
this will be the second.
No.
No.
No, is
We're going
that
to talk more about these spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just because I was reading something about it, like they've sort of found they're already hinting at a way to get around that. I'm like,
No, that's bullshit. I saw that article.
yeah,
That's
I'm like,
just,
yeah, I was reading. I'm
yeah.
like, no, fuck off.
Well,
that's
not doing
grasping,
it.
bro. Grasping. Yeah.
What, not doing it?
No,
Ah.
not doing it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
They'll find another way to do it.
Sure.
But
La,
you
la, la,
can't.
la, la.
No.
Nah.
I don't care.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Watch it.
All right, Dave.
Hey.
Feel a flashback.
Yes, this round is based on toys, and I had a really, really hard time deciding between this and Team America World Police.
Motherfucker.
They're not toys.
Yeah, that's not. Oh,
It's based on whatever. Anyway,
They're married.
it's small soldiers.
You don't like small soldiers.
I didn't like it.
I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't like it at all.
It's a bit slow, but
I don't.
Just-
I don't know why I remember it so vividly.
I like the
watching
visual
it.
effects, and that's about it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
The fact that of the Commandos' voices, who we get as the Commandos' voices, the fucking fact we get fucking Spinal Tap people in there and we don't get one fucking reference to anything at 11.
Yeah.
Jesus. I got so excited looking at that list. And I'm like, oh, we get nothing.
because the other week I didn't want to say it to you. I was like, oh, it'd be a nice surprise when you
What
hear
a shit
voices.
surprise. Not enough Phil Hartman. Fucking Rufy and Phil Hartman.
It's so comedian heavy for not a comedy. Like there's like there's no gag heavy at all.
Not at
right?
all,
Like,
and
it's so
there's-
odd casting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, it was okay. Like,
Yeah, it's just an odd little pocket of
the peaks and
itself.
troughs of Dave's choices.
I was bored for a good.
Yeah.
I want to say 80%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. 70% I'll say I was probably bored in. Look, it was okay. Like, I'm not going to... It wasn't double trouble or whatever the fucking thing was.
We loved it.
Oh, the movie was great. And like I was talking to Dylan about it, like
Great.
1998. Those toys were retailing for $80 a pop. No one's buying these toys. There's going to be a deadline.
Yeah, hang on. Sold for $80 a pop, where the company's losing probably about $4,000 a toy with those lithium freaking never-ending batteries.
Yeah.
Like, Duracell would be suing somebody. You're making this shit and they never have to replace a battery? Energizer don't like that.
Here's a check. It'll fix everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird because it's like the people responsible for the bad stuff happening just get off at the end.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Just
that,
like
It's
real
life.
life.
Yeah.
there's a lot of society commentary in this movie,
Yes,
Dylan,
yes,
that you
yes.
may not have been
You cut a
noticing.
big enough check and you get
Yeah.
away
No,
with a
I
lot of
understand
things.
that. Understand that.
Oxycontin.
But usually, in
In
this
a-
type of movie,
in a
Yeah,
fucking
the bad guy
story,
gets
yes,
their
yes.
comeuppance.
You also
They did the toys
don't.
with the bad
Yes.
guy.
You also don't expect at the start of what would really be a children's movie, a woman named Miss Kegel,
Yes.
which is a vaginal muscle. And that's how, the pelvic floor is your Kegel muscle, and to do Kegels would be to have a nice tight area.
Yes.
So
but
when
it's
she
like-
rocks
that's-
up and her name is Miss Kegel, that's pretty
Yes,
fucking
but that's
funny.
those are the jokes for the adults.
Yeah,
the kids
oh.
were like, oh, it's toys fighting each other.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's not a shock.
I'm not a woman.
Yeah, well, don't need to be there anyway.
Oh, I just like the aliens, monster-y looking guys are the good guys.
Yeah, like that's cool, especially at the time,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love David Cross. So damn
Well, as soon as it opens up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot the bias is in this.
fucking Jay Moore though.
Yeah.
That guy.
Well, loosely comedy, like loosely, what's his name? Dennis Leary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Yes.
Yeah,
Loosely.
because he just rips off Bill Hicks.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Jay Moore and David Cross.
Yes.
How Jay Moore ever made it on Saturday Night Live, I still can't comprehend.
Well, that's why he wasn't on there for long.
No, I know.
Look.
You reckon?
Yeah, because
yeah.
like he looks. You need a clean cut sort of.
No, I
Yeah.
know. Because he
Pretty
plays the
young boy
perfect
one.
character in Jerry Maguire. Because you just want to punch the shit
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
him.
yeah.
What
I like the
else?
movie.
Me too.
The toys look great.
Yep.
The action was
Yes.
great.
Yep.
The dad's the same character in every movie
Yes,
he plays.
I did say that.
You
when I
got,
watched
like,
it.
When I was
10
watching it,
seconds of Raw.
because I haven't watched it for so long. When I was watching it, I was like, I could see the Gremlins, and it's just late '90s Gremlins.
Yeah, it's Joe Dante.
Yeah. You can see
Yeah.
his influence is all over it,
Yeah.
right? Because it's just the same movie, but with toys instead of fluffy Asian animals.
Yeah.
And the truck driver, he's been in a stack of shit.
Yeah. Ah, Kirsten Dunst.
So what did Alan do anyway? Like,
Alan Abernathy.
yeah.
What do you mean? What did he
Yeah.
do?
Like, it's like, oh, you got a reputation. Oh, you burnt down the school.
Well, they
or something.
explained the
It's
whole
like,
thing. Were you asleep at that point?
Probably.
Well, I'm not explaining it
Yeah, I
again.
don't remember that either. Yeah.
He did some bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
He got kicked out of 2 schools and for
Yeah.
some gay-ass reasons.
Sean Fraud. Yeah, I like it. I'll give it a 7.
Same 7.
7.
5.5.
4.
And it's only 5.5 because Phil Hartman was in it and David Cross was in it.
You just don't like fun, Dylan. Look at him.
That is correct. I do not enjoy fun. I watched all of my Adventures with Superman last night.
Alan? And? What
It
are we
was
talking
very
about?
fun and wholesome.
Did they, just trying to think back, there was something that they were building. Because you watched the first 2 episodes or was it just the first episode? When we
First
spoke?
2 or first 3 or something like that.
You said they were building something. Was it a Brainiac or they were building towards something that looked...
Yeah.
Was it, not being good? You watched it all,
Yeah.
so yeah?
I just don't want to talk about it because we're not talking about my Adventures with Superman right now.
Okay.
Netton,
Yo,
what's going on? What's up next?
because we're in the middle of November and we missed out on doing a horror movie round for October,
Oh,
I'm going to
Yeah.
pick Child's Play, the original
choice.
Child's Play. About
choice,
a
good choice.
evil doll.
everybody seen this?
Yes.
No.
Ah.
Yay!
No. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of these.
No.
Normally in a horror movie, you close your eyes, Dave.
No, I just don't like the loud sudden noise.
My cousin is exactly the same.
Balloons, yeah.
My cousin exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a E thing. Yeah.
The war, you know.
It's like the brother in Something About Mary.
That's, yeah, I had other problems. Yeah, that's my movie.
All right,
Child's
awesome.
Play. It's on something. Or not.
It's probably on something.
It's on
Surely.
DVD.
All right.
I do have it on DVD.
I think that wraps us up for this week. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. We are hiring.
We'll take
Junior
bribes.
team member.
Junior.
We're not taking bribes. Submit your resume.
The comic shop at Liverpool. The comic shop,
Email address is here at the comic shop.
Is on Prime.
which is the name of the
.net.
shop.
It's on it.
Child's Play is on
Here at the
Prime.
comicshop.net.
Funny.
It's the name of the shop.
All right.
Comic shop.
The comic shop.
Bye.
See you next week.